Buyer number one buys in today's market while buyer number two waits a year for rates to drop. So buyer number one buys a house that's priced at $390,000, and let's just say he gets a 7% interest rate. So let's say he has a credit score of 740. He does a 3% down conventional loan, which is $11,700, and here's a payment breakdown, giving him a total monthly payment of $3,143. Now let's take a look at buyer number two, who waited for rates to drop, and let's say he waited a year. That same house is now worth 5% more, and that's at $409,500. And let's just say he got a 5% interest rate with this loan. With the same credit score but slightly higher down payment because it's a higher sales price, here's a payment breakdown. His payment is less than buyer number one at $2,786.
But wait, there's more!
Buyer number one can now refinance. So because buyer number one bought his house at $390,000, he now benefits from the equity he gained over the last 12 months. Another thing to note, since he put a down payment and also made payments to his mortgage, his principal balance is a lot less. So buyer number one switches at 7% for a 5% rate. Let's take a look at a scenario. Same credit score, principal and interest are reduced. We have the same homeowners insurance, property taxes, but the private mortgage insurance also reduces, bringing the total payment to $2,517. Doing the math, that reduces our payment by $626. Plus, buyer number one also gained $19,500 of equity. Let's check back in with buyer number two. While buyer number two was waiting, he was paying rent, and let's just say he was paying $1,600 per month for 12 months, which equals $19,200, and possibly missed out on $19,500 of equity. Those two expenses add up to $38,700. Wow. Which one would you rather be, buyer number one or buyer number two?